Let us talk about addictions, chosen ones. Almost every chosen one has struggled with addiction. So I used to have depending on what this video will be seen, but I've been working on it. I've been very, very strongly addicted to smoking. So we're talking about cigarettes, okay? Smoking tobacco. Fortunately, I never used any drugs. So I've never been into, I tried it many years ago when I was a kid, and things didn't turn out well. My body refused. My body rejected the drug, the weeds and whatever. But the cigarettes I've been smoking for quite a while. And I've been working on it. It's getting better now, depending on where the video, you guys will see the video. But one of the things I realized on my healing journey, the universe was pushing me to confront this addiction. You know, addiction is something that is like a dopamine fix. You're trying to fix a feeling. You know, you think that, oh, every time I finish to eat, I'm going to have a cigarette. Every time before bed, I'm going to have a cigarette. You start programming yourself. And these addictions, I'm not saying everybody with an addiction is a chosen one. Okay, it's not everybody with a chosen one is is not everybody that is chosen one has got an addiction, but a lot of chosen ones will struggle with addiction. I've just given you an example of one of them. It can be so many different ones, but one way or the other, when you have started the healing journey, you're going to one day awaken, and you will feel the universe putting you in a tight spot because the universe wants you to heal that addiction. Because you see, on your journey, you're evolving. Your evolution journey, ascension journey. Some people want to call it ascension journey. You are raising your vibration. You are going higher mentally, spiritually, physically, whatever, emotionally. So these addictions have been created by the enemy. It's not everything we have to blame the enemy, but we understand that chosen ones always usually have these attacks that have been happening on your life. The enemy has been using addictions to trap you. The addictions have been there to trap you, because when you get addicted to these drugs or smoking, cigarettes, alcohol, especially alcohol, you're going to struggle. So your path is going to be very hard when you start realizing that you've got an addiction. Because you see, for you to be able to move to the next level, you need to work on some things. Because you see, these things are there to weigh you down. They are there to keep you stuck and to weigh you down and to keep in a loop. So every time you're trying to break out of the loop, you're going to recognize that it's very difficult. So for example, let me say you just finished your last beer, and you are thinking in your mind that, oh, when I finish that beer, I'm going to start my journey of not drinking. You know how it works. It doesn't work like that. So you're going to finish that drink and you're going to drink it, okay, it's finished. And you're going to look around you, you want the fix and everything. And you'll find yourself back at the shop. And then you're going to go back and buy the next one. So this is what is really happening with addictions. Your brain is working on autopilot. It gets very deep in your brain and it starts, you feel like it's working on autopilot. You feel like you want to move to the next level. You feel this calling, you feel this urge to move somewhere else. You want to do something different. But for some reason, nothing is working out. It's very difficult. So that is simply because the addiction is what the enemy is using. Number one, to attach itself to you, because these are spirits. Okay, when I'm talking about the enemy, we're talking about all these sort of different types of spirits, negative spirits. And they are using all these things to get attached to you. They want to keep you hold of you, they want to keep a hold of you, and they want to keep you stuck. Is what exactly happens with these things. So sometimes you find yourself, oh, it's very difficult to quit. It's very difficult to do this. What can I do? And this and this, and you don't know what to do. Some people want to go to therapy. Some people want to go and get professional help. Some people want to try different means. But whatever it is you try is aimed at getting help, seeking help, and getting away from this addiction. And it feels like you cannot run away from it. So, chosen ones, when you have an addiction, you're going to be confronted. The universe will bring it to you face to face. You can barely run away from it. Because while you're healing, you're also starting to recognize those elements of you that also need to be worked on. And addiction is going to be one of them, among some others, depending on which your journey, how it has been. So, addictions are developed somewhere along our journey as a survival mechanism. You know, could have been a result of anything, abusive relationship, very difficult childhood, homelessness, and all these kind of things. And then you started getting attached to these things. And now you're realizing that it's very difficult to get away from them. Is what happens when we're talking about addictions. So, if you look at the people that have healed, the ones who have taken the time to do the work to heal, you're going to recognize there's a difference, there's a change. Those people, they glow and they vibe differently. They have a certain glow about them, something different about them. They feel like for them to evolve and move to the next level, they have had to let a certain weight go. And you see, letting some of these things go is very difficult. It's one of the most difficult things you might have ever done, chosen ones. The moment you realize that it's time for you to get rid of this addiction, you're going to realize you have not done anything challenging like letting something go. Because you see, when you're attached to an addiction, it becomes a part of you. It becomes a part of your signature. It becomes a part of your identity. And it is very deeply subconsciously programmed and conditioned in your brain. So whenever your brain is trying to, you're trying to get away, you start to be conscious. I want to leave this. I want to stop this. Something just switches on. It's like something just switches on in your brain. Say, oh, no, it's not time. We shall try next week. We shall try next month. We shall do this. You can talk to the people of, some people have actually, by the way, broken these addictions on their own. Some people go get help. Some people break it on their own. But whichever way works for you, you're going to realize it's tough. Breaking these kind of patterns is tough. But when you finally do, it's worth it. When you finally break these patterns, you're going to find it's worth it. It's going to be very clear, you know. So for the chosen ones, it's no longer a secret that you have always been found yourself trapped or caught up with an addiction. And it's nothing to be, don't be, what do they call it? Don't beat yourself up. Don't try to be, um, don't feel guilty about it. Many people are struggling with addictions. Many of them never say, some of them speak about it, some of them don't. So if you find yourself struggling with an addiction, don't feel bad. Just understand that this is something that has been a part of your life for the longest of time. Okay, but now that you're starting to recognize it, you're taking the initiative to work on it, so that you can evolve and become better. So it's what has been happening when it comes to addictions. For a chosen one, is obvious, you know. So I don't know what healing means for you. You know, I don't know what it means for you, and I don't know what it may entail. The whole process may entail, but on your journey, you're going to do some healing. And some of the addictions are going to go, okay? Because addictions are all negative energy. It's all very low vibrational things that you've been attached to that you thought was okay, but at the same time, you're thinking that you want to go to the next level, but there are these things that are holding you back. So if you feel that it's necessary and, it's time for you to evolve, it's something you're going to have to overcome. A lot of people that you have seen that have overcome addictions, everybody has walked a different journey. Some of them was, I went to, I started therapy, I do this, I did this. So there's things that they have done to start. I'm seeing all these things flying. I don't know if it's going to be, where are they even coming from? It can be therapy, it can be something you're going to do on your own, but either way, addiction, you have to find a way to heal this addiction, okay? Because you cannot evolve with that energy still attached to you. So the more you release this energy, the higher you evolve. You release, you evolve. So it's like that. You release, take something away, get something back. Take something away, get something back. That's how it works. So it's how the healing journey goes, my chosen ones. So there's nothing to be afraid about. Don't be shy about it. Don't be guilty about it. There's nothing wrong with these things. Everybody has one way or the other struggled with an addiction. So work on it, okay? So I don't know what is it your addiction is. I don't know what your journey has been. I don't know what you have struggled with personally. But me, myself, I've told you it was cigarettes, tobacco, smoking. I remember ever since I was 20, when I started, I think my first cigarette was when I was about 18 or 19. And it has just been repeatedly continuing. But at the moment, I'm working on it and I'm releasing. Okay? So, like I've said, I don't know which of yours has been. Let us know in the comment section below. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I will catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.